To me as well, Mark. Next up, we have the Cleveland Browns sitting at 1-2, taking on the Las Vegas Raiders that are 1-2 as well. Cleveland currently, per ESPN API, has a 53% chance of winning this weekend's game. Mark, with that being said, tell me how the Cleveland Browns can go into Las Vegas, into Allegiant Stadium, and beat the Las Vegas Raiders.
Well, it shouldn't be too hard to beat them because I read Devontae Adams is out, Max Crosby is out. So their like best offensive weapon and their best defensive weapon are out. So they shouldn't have a hard time winning this game. But Cleveland, their pass defense needs to be better. They let Daniel Jones throw for 236 yards and 2 touchdowns. That guy's absolutely terrible, and you're going to let him have a game like that? Also, Malik Neighbors had 2 touchdowns for 78 yards. Got to shut that down. And so, 2, since Adams is out, Jacoby Myers is going to get all the looks. Got to watch him. Like, he's going to be literally their only offensive weapon. Raiders are trash. I've said it numerous times. And especially with Adams out, you got to watch that guy. Lastly, Cleveland's pass rush has to be better. Like, they had only 2 sacks last game. Myles Garrett didn't record one. That guy needs to step up. That needs to be better.
I see everything that you're saying, and injuries do suck for the Raiders right now, having their best receiver out, and Devontae Adams does suck. But this gives an opportunity for Brock Bowers to step up and show that he could potentially take over the tight end eliteness class that he is. I think Brock Bowers has a great game, has to have a great game to compete with the Cleveland Browns defense this particular week. Next up is Jameer White. I think they have to have a solid running game. Myles Garrett is about 70% coming into this game, so Browns have a lot of injuries as well. Let's exploit that. Let's exploit that weakness that Myles Garrett is going to have out there. Run right at him and see exactly how healthy is. I think Jameer White gets a healthy dose of touches this week, especially with Devontae Adams out. Next up is Gardner Minshew has to not suck. Gardner Minshew sucked last week. I mean, just like I've been telling you guys all season, Gardner Minshew isn't the guy. If Gardner Minshew does not suck, they could potentially beat the Cleveland Browns. But Mark, with that being said, the Cleveland Browns do have a 53% chance of winning this game. Guys, in the comments below, wow emoji or heart emoji for the Raiders and wow emoji for the Browns. Mark, who do you got win this game and why?
Come on, you know the answer to this one, man. I'm going with Cleveland because fuck the Raiders.
Because fuck the Raiders. And as much as I want to go against the Raiders, Deshaun Watson just does not look very good. He has spurts of greatness. He has spurts of his 2018 self. He has spurts of it, but he also has spurts coming out of his penis over and over again. And when you have that coming out of you, you don't want to be in Vegas. But Max Crosby being out is a huge blow for the Raiders defense. And I don't know if the Raiders can overcome that. They can overcome Devontae Adams. They can overcome Michael Mayer. They can overcome Jeff Foreman. But Max Crosby is a player that I don't think you can really overcome. He is the heart and soul of that defense, and teams scheme around to run away from him. I am taking the Browns in this one, and I think it's a nasty game, 28-24, 28-25. It's just a weird game, but I am taking the Browns. I'm taking the Browns. Alpha Rob says Raiders because Watson is trash.
Yeah, dude's lost all his confidence, man. All that sexual shit that he did, it's made him lose his confidence. Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, confidence is key in the NFL. All the players on the same level. That's why they are in the NFL. But confidence definitely usually puts you over the top. John is taking the Raiders 21-17. That is a homer pick, 100%. Jameson says the Raiders have no chance. No Adams, no Crosby.
Yep.
Give me the Browns. Kevin says the Browns are horrible. They will find a way to lose.
I can see that also, to be honest.
And honestly, the Browns just need to survive. They need to give Jerome Ford, is that his name? Jerome, yeah, I think it's Ford. They need to give Ford the ball, because what was so effective with the Browns last season, Mark, was that 1-2 punch at running game that they had. They had Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb running at you over and over and over again. Nick Chubb should be back come week 5. So weather the storm with like Ford for one more week, get his confidence up, and then you could have a nice little 1-2 punch with Ford and Chubb. But yeah, Browns are just not very good right now. But I got to go with the Browns. Carson says Raiders are going to win. The Browns hired Ken Dorsey as offensive coordinator. If Josh Allen couldn't succeed with him, Deshaun ain't going to do shit.
I would agree with that.
There's a reason why he was fired mid-season last year. George is playing like shit, says Jameson. And Kevin says there's a lot of AFC West hate. No. We just hate the Raiders.
Yes.
We just hate
the
Raiders.
Raiders, guy.
Just the Raiders. Derek says battle of the bandages. Raiders win big. Cleveland O-line is sad. Yeah, they are pretty bad. Jalen Bunsen enthusiast wants to know Eagles or Bucks. We actually broke that down a little while ago. Mark, you took the Bucks, right?
No, Philly.
Oh, Philly. So yeah, I'm taking the Bucks because they're better than the Eagles. The Eagles just suck. And Jalen says, "Go Birds, go Birds, go Birds, go Birds." Jameson says Raiders should trade Michael Myers
They get some for him.
and Adams and Max
Yeah,
Crosby.
Adams can go to New York and reunite with Rodgers.
Yeah, so they both can tear Achilles on that terrible ass turf. Madison is going to eat for the Raiders too. Is he though? I don't know. Jameson says Browns win 17-0. And then John is calling you a horse's ass, Mark. So
oh, because I spoke badly about his Raiders. My bad, John.
Yeah. I mean, if the Raiders are bad, they're they're bad. All the starters on the Raiders offensive line is back, says Derek. So that is a good sign, I guess. The problem is you still have Gardner Minshew as your quarterback.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Kevin
or
Cummings.
Aiden O'Connell.
I would rather take child molester porn stash over Gardner Minshew. I'm just saying. Kevin Cummins says Raiders 13-10.
I can see a score like that.
Yeah, it could definitely be a low scoring affair. 100%. And John says, "Welcome to Queef and Horse's Ass Show, Raiders Nation for life."
I'm sorry, John, that we're shitting on your Raiders. I'm sorry, bro.
I mean, facts are facts. But